Tonight, on Principles of Seven, we step into a documented phase of American history where fact and folklore begin to blur. Two lights, separated by nearly 1,000 miles, yet described in eerily similar ways. And if you pay close attention, there may be something hidden in plain sight. Information is no longer rare. It's constant. And in that constant flow, clarity becomes optional. My name is David Sharp, and this is Principles of Seven. We don't explain events. We trace structure. Because structure reveals something interpretation hides. I'm Dave Sharp, and tonight we're going deep into two of the most persistent paranormal phenomenon in American history. The Surrency haunting of Appling County, Georgia, and the Hornet Spook light along the Oklahoma-Missouri border. These stories are not isolated. They are one with the people, the land, and the history that shaped them. Our story begins in Appling County, Georgia, just after the Civil War. The year is 1872. The war is ended in 1865, and the South is undergoing massive transformation. Enslaved people are now free, but freedom comes with uncertainty. Many formerly slave families, lacking legal surnames, adopted the last name of their former slaveholders. On the Surrency homestead, that meant taking the name Surrency, a name that would appear in migration records into northern Florida throughout the 1800s.
It's often seen as a bright, sometimes yellowish to reddish ball of light. It can appear to float, to move along the tracks, and sometimes even change in intensity.
According to multiple newspaper accounts from the 1870s, including reports that spread beyond Georgia, the Surrency home became the center of violent and persistent poltergeist activity. Witnesses described objects moving without contact, dishes flying from shelves, clocks stopping simultaneously, footsteps in empty rooms, and most notably, unexplained lights. These lights were described as soft, blue and white, or pale, yellow glows, sometimes green and sometimes blue. Sometimes appearing indoors, floating at waist height, moving with intention, approaching, retreating, or vanishing instantly. Visitors reportedly traveled from surrounding counties to witness the activity themselves. Some accounts claim the phenomenon followed members of the Surrency family, even when they left home. Now consider the timing. You have a region recovering from war, newly freed families establishing identity, and a household experiencing phenomenon that many at the time interpreted as spiritual unrest. To some, this was a haunting. To others, it was a warning. And to a few, it was something not yet understood. This was the moment when folklore, trauma, and observations collided. Now we move west to what is known as the Devil's Promenade, a stretch of road near present-day Quapaw, Oklahoma, near the Missouri border, and a town 5 miles from where I grew up.
In the far northeastern part of Oklahoma, in a town called Peoria, lies a famous mystery known as the Oklahoma Spook Light. spook light is a strange ball of light, sometimes differing in its intensity, seen by tourists and locals alike as it manifests from the east. As with most strange phenomena in small towns, it's surrounded by folklore. According to JoplainMissouri.org, one of these legends includes a story of a Quapaw woman falling in love with a brave. However, her father would not allow the marriage due to the man not having enough dowry. The couple went through with their marriage despite lacking the father of the bride's blessing and were pursued by a group of warriors as a result. Right before they were about to be captured, they joined hands over the spring river and leaped to their demise. Since then, the light has appeared and has been thought to be the spirit of the couple. There are a few other legends surrounding this strange phenomena as well, including stories of a murdered Osage chief and the ghost of a miner searching for his children.
Reports of the Hornet Spook light date back to at least the 1800s, though many locals insist it existed long before written documentation. Unlike the Surrency spook light, which often appeared near a home, the Hornet Spook light appears in open landscape, specifically along a 4-mile stretch of road. Witnesses consistently describe a glowing orb hovering above the road, colors shifting between orange, red, and white, and occasionally green or blue, size varying from a baseball to a basketball, movements that appear intelligent, not random. But here's where it gets interesting. The light has been reported to approach observers slowly, then retreat, split into multiple lights, then merge again, hover motionless, then accelerate instantly with speed, disappear when pursued, and reappear behind the observers. By the early 1900s, the light had gained enough attention that travelers, journalists, and eventually scientists attempted to explain it. In the 1930s and 40s, motorists began documenting the phenomenon more frequently as automobiles became more common. There are accounts of drivers chasing the light for miles with no change in distance, the light appearing directly in front of their vehicles, then vanishing. Multiple witnesses seeing identical behavior at the same time. Even attempts by researchers, including observations during World War II era curiosity about unexplained aerial lights, failed to produce a definitive explanation. Local legend often ties the Hornet Spook light to Native American lore. Most commonly, the story of two lovers from different tribes who were forbidden to be together. According to the legend, they leapt to their death, and the light is said to be their spirits searching for one another. Other versions suggested a miner decapitated in an accident carrying a lantern, a spirit guardian guarding lost land, or something far less human in origin. Regardless of the story, the behavior of the light remains consistent across generations. Now let's compare what we actually know. The Surrency spook light in Georgia. It's indoor and localized. Blue, white, yellow, tones of green, associated with poltergeist activity, and appeared during a period of social upheaval. Then we go to the Hornet Spook light of Oklahoma. Outdoor and geographically consistent. Red, orange, green, white tones, and sometimes blue. It appears along a fixed path, interacts with observers. Both, however, share something critical. They behave as if aware or conscious. Both locations became a stage for something unexplained. Not just lights, but interaction. Not just sightings, but patterns. So what are we looking at? Atmospheric anomalies? Geological effects? Something tied to human perception, perhaps even consciousness, or something independent of it. Why do these lights appear across decades, even centuries, with consistent behavior? And why do they show themselves? Almost as if it's for us to see. Maybe the answer isn't just in the sightings. Maybe it's in what we're being shown, piece by piece, until we're ready to see the full truth. This has been Principles of Seven, and I'm Dave Sharp. God bless you. Be good to one another. Take care. Until next time.